Hey.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
If you caught some behind the scenes banter, it's all good because we're
nothing.
live back again. Me and Sam, the mystical, magical Sam. And this is
Dave
another
and the
installment.
Last Dragon.
Yay! All right, so welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. Of course, you already know who we are. It's been a long time. A lot of vacations, a lot of resets.
Yeah. Anyway.
But we are back here for another great review.
I was gonna say something, but I changed my mind.
Yeah. We are back here for another great review. And before we get started, I want to remind you guys to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are nearly almost a little over halfway to our goal of 100 subscribers. Yes, that's still a goal. It still exists. We don't mention it, but it exists. So do us a favor and subscribe to the channel if you love our content. Make sure you go back and view our other videos. Hit the like button. And, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones that we give some live reviews and that we also love it when you guys hit in on our live reviews and chat with us live. Sam does her Anime Tuesday reviews. What was the one you just did on Tuesday?
Masamune,
No Revenge. Make sure you guys check that out. So, and follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I do many reviews on Instagram, but go to check those out on Instagram to find out more about those. So,
damn, 2 minutes later.
Yes, I'm trying to cut down my announcement. So, tonight we're talking about Raya and the Last Dragon, the 59th Walt Disney Animated feature film, released earlier this year in theaters, kinda. Earlier this year?
Yeah,
earlier this year
March
12th in theaters and on Disney Plus for premium access. So if you had the extra $30, you might have seen this already, but we just saw this as it was released on Disney Plus a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Technically
not for free.
If you have the Disney Plus subscription.
Disney Plus, so yeah.
So if you have the Disney Plus subscription,
if anybody got a code for that, just let me know.
Yeah, anybody still got some promos going on. Hit your boy.
There's a promo on that.
Right. Come on, hit the reviewers up. We're the critics. So this movie is about the plot synopsis goes long ago in the fantasy world.
Go ahead, do it like that.
No.
Come on.
Long ago.
That's not how we even did it. Come on, man.
No, all right, you do it.
You do it. You the one said you wanted to read it. Go ahead.
Long ago in the fantasy world of Kumandra, humans and dragons live together in harmony. However, when sinister monsters known as the Droon threaten the land and dragons, the dragons sacrifice themselves to save humanity. And now, 500 years later, them same dang monsters have returned, and it's up to a lone warrior, to track down the last dragon and save the world from the Droon for good.
All right. And that was a tough one. But we got through it. We're through that. It's okay.
I tried.
It's okay.
I did so well.
You know what? That's what happens when you don't pre-read.
This happens when there's highlights on the page.
And it is highlighted.
So this movie was directed by Don Hall, Carlos Estrada,
I think the other
and Paul
Carlos Lopez. I want to say Estrada.
Carlos Lopez was maybe another name. Hold on.
It was another name. I just didn't feel like
it was directed by a team of wonderful people at Disney Animation Studios who do a phenomenal job on animation. I said that this film was very pretty, very beautiful. Really nice. Character animation, water animation, things like that was some of the best that they've pumped out. So it was very pretty to look at. The budget to make this movie. Okay, we won't get there. This movie is rated.
It's like I'm lying.
Oh, it's rated R, huh?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
this movie is rated PG, so yes, it is appropriate for kids to watch. I know we always hit
there's
that
violence
segment.
in it. There is violence.
Yes, there's a lot of action violence, but
gun fights, not gun fights, knives. There's like.
There's a lot of good martial arts like action. I don't know what part of the world this is really set
but I'm just
in.
saying, like, there's use of knives and
yeah. So if you're kind of like wary on knives and all the excessive violence, there's no blood. But if you're a anti-violence household, maybe this might be a little too intense.
I mean, what is really an anti-violence household?
I mean, we don't like the kung fu and the fighting. We just like the princesses and the consensual princes.
The kids can know. Okay, that's another subject for another
That's another subject for another channel coming soon.
Oh my god!
It's an hour and 47 minutes long. I think that's including credits. It flows very nicely. Doesn't really.
Oh no, that doesn't include credits.
No,
because when we was watching, it was like an hour 50 something. So
okay, well, not including credits, then it's an hour and 47 minutes long. It doesn't really always feel like it. There are some parts that kind of drag just a little bit, but there's a lot of enough fast-paced action and comedy in there to suffice for the runtime. This made a decent amount in the US or in the box office. Just imagine as good as a pandemic will allow a movie to have done this year, especially early this year. And they didn't count the Disney Plus prices, but of course, Disney always says it was the number one purchase one on our streaming channel. So we're going to go ahead and believe what Disney tells us, because one day they'll put money in our pockets. The main cast in this, we have Kelly Marie Tran as Raya, Gemma Chan as Namari, who is one of the antagonists. Yes, antagonists. And I don't use words like protagonists and antagonists anymore. Daniel Day Kim as Benja, Jonah Chow as a young Namani, Aquafina, who we'll talk about in a second in terms of her performance here. Benedict Wong is in this, Sandra Oh. So a lot of I don't want to say Oriental, because I've been informed that that's actually not a favorable term. And I forgot what the term we were using for an entire month was, but it involves a lot of help me out here.
I can't.
It includes a lot of people of let's say
proper terminology.
Let's say Asian descent, and if I'm saying that incorrectly, please, I'm sorry. I mean well.
Looked that up. You know what? I'm gonna take some time to look that up.
Yes, we're gonna take time to look that up, because we mean well. We want everyone to feel comfortable. We don't want to say the wrong terms around here. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, this film has gotten favorable reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, scoring a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb and a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. So with all the nitty-gritty stuff out the way, how do we think that this movie has done? How do we view this movie? Did we like it? Or some of the dislikes? Those are things that we are here to talk about to you live today. So as soon as we get the term, Southeast Asian actors and actresses, that's what we're going with. That's what we're sticking to. If we are incorrect, let us know in the comments down below.
Southeast Asian. Damn, that's like a tongue twister.
Southeast Asian culture.
Southeast Asian culture representation in Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon.
Okay.
Straight off of Disney.
Cool. So we got that out of the way. So Sam, this movie, general consensus, how did you feel about this movie?
First I was a little bored. I was like, here we go. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, and then it started to pick. I was like, all right, okay. Then we got the damn dragon popping up. I was like, all right, dragon, I can deal with you. I like that type of stuff. So right. I was like, all right, I can deal with this. And then it was straight. Like, I like the action and I like the fight scenes. I like that the two younger characters, Raya and her arch nemesis or whatever, that they could actually come to terms and whatever the case may be. Let's see. What kind of pissed me off though, when they went to what was that village? Damn, that's what I should.
Oh yeah, because there are different villages in here. I remember one of them was Heart, Spine, Tail, and Hold on. Heart, spine, tail. I'm about to find this. I will
but anyway,
this.
they end up
Fang, heart, spine, talon, and tail. The 5 nations.
Okay, so the whole thing, the nations broke up because of pretty much the dragons, whatever. As mentioned, the dragons, they practically try to use their powers to save the world from the damn evil people, evil beings. But they ended up sacrificing themselves that they didn't know that was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing that the dragons didn't know that was gonna happen. They thought it was just gonna do this, gonna push them out, and we'll be able to come back. Because that's what happens when what's the dragon name?
Sisu.
That's what happens when Sisu. I'm horrible with this. I'm so sorry. When Sisu, when she, because I ain't gonna lie, I was a little confused about the gender. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Bruh, I listen. So anyway, yeah, when Sisu, she was like, oh yeah, this is like, oh yeah, we just, she thought that it was like practically the same time, not knowing it was 500 years later.
Yeah, I like how they dealt with that quickly too. I like how it was like all in like the span of 1 minute. We deal with the shock of being 500 years later, and things didn't turn out how she thought it did, and things like that. It's all dealt with in 1 minute and with very little dialogue, and I really like how that happened.
Yeah. So that was like Dave mentioned, that was good because they will drag that shit out, and I'm so glad they didn't. But you know what though, I'm not gonna say, oh, I wish they would have shown a little something, because they did. They showed backstory. We didn't need a whole, oh, look how the dragons live, look how the dragons live with the humans. We didn't need that.
Yeah, they showed what they needed to show.
Yeah, because we already understood that it was peace and harmony if the dragons were willing to do that. So I'm kind of glad they didn't go into that. Yeah, because there was room too. There was room to go into it.
Yeah, it was
especially with like the main theme of the movie basically being in a sense of trusting each other, and the trust was broken. So now we're broken. Now we're spread apart into these 5 whatever different nations. So I didn't think about that at first, but then at the end when it was like, it's trust, I'm like, damn, this damn movie's about goddamn trust.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, the theme in this movie was really good. Like you said, focused on trust and how I want to say on one hand it was about how you can't trust everyone, but then on the other hand is how you should always give leeway to trust others, because
to trust somebody new.
Yeah,
and what really got me is like, even with Raya, what's the girl name?
Raya?
No,
you talking about her nemesis Namari.
Okay, so her and Raya, it's like building friendships. Like they had their rocky patch, and Raya tried to trust her, and she's shown several times that she wasn't trustworthy. But along comes
Sisu,
and she sees a different side of her, and that I'm just saying that to say it's like with friendships, and she like, you can't trust that bitch. Like, this bitch betrayed me. But then it's like, nah, I can trust her. Like, so that's just to say that. Yeah.
And it's funny, they had a term in the movie that could substitute for bitch. Was it something with it? It was also something with a B. And every time they said it, I thought they were really about to say that word. It was pretty funny. Yeah, like you said,
it's so little too. Kind of cool.
They fit perfectly.
Nah, it's little. They're little. They can even go behind my ear. Okay? So yeah.
The message of trust in here, it was a good message. I want to talk about a little bit about all the performances in this movie. First and foremost, were great. Awkwafina, how did you feel about Awkwafina as the dragon?
What they say, Awkwafina make the boys want to wife me. Was that it? But Awkwafina as who? Oh,
as Sisu, yes. How did you feel about Sisu as a character with the voice behind it? Because at first, when the movie was about to come out,
I wasn't feeling Sisu. I'm not gonna lie. Like at first, like I really was like, Sisu had to like grow on me.
Yeah. Yeah, Sisu did take a lot of. I've heard that from a few other people that Sisu did take some growing on. When the first trailers were released, there was a lot of comparison to Mushu.
Oh, I was even thinking like that. I was just thinking about Sisu. Now I'm thinking about Mushu, and I'm like, damn, those names do sound a little familiar. But yeah, so I'm just thinking about that character, just for what that character was, in no comparison to any other Disney character.
Of course.
And like I said, like I was just like, like at first, and then I was like, damn, you don't listen to shit. Like she's telling you, get your ass back, boy.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Like she knows what she's talking about. But you know, like I said, that all go I would be the Raya, hey, and you know, then there's somebody else who's like, of course, Sisu, and it's just I can just even say maybe like my, you know, Yanni, like you the Sisu, you're gonna try it anyway, because you know there has to be more than just one way of looking at things, and I think that's what Sisu really showed us. And you know, it is hard trusting people when the trust is lost. So I can see where Raya comes from.
Yeah.
So yeah, these little things not staying over. They so cool. I know they won't go behind my ear. Like this, like look, you almost my eyes are almost pushing through it. Look at that.
Wow.
Trying to keep like pushing. Look, you can see it on the thing too. Look at my eyes. Let me put them back up. All right, I'm cool.
Yeah, I do agree though with I was gonna say Aquafina Dragon. With Sisu though, yeah, I thought her character was interesting. Of course, with kids movies, they always got to throw in the pop culture jokes and things such.
Yeah.
It was a little bit much.
At first, I was like, one of those,
right. At first, I was like, okay, yeah, it's a little much, but they didn't overdo it, and I like how they didn't overdo it. I like how they didn't overdo her naivety. She could have been a lot more naive and a lot more obnoxious, but you can see that all that was coming from a place of, no, I want to prove to you that I'm right because, you know, this is what I believe and this is why we did what we did to save you guys. Like, someone's got to trust somebody here. So it was, and it was also rooted in a lot in tradition for her as well. So I do like how they kind of balance her out. So she's not like a dumb character or just there for laughs. Like, she has purpose. Like, throughout, like, you know, when she starts getting her powers back, like, she's like, oh, okay, this is this power. I know how to use it. This is this power. I know what to do. You know, I can save you. Like, she was useful. Most characters you get like that aren't very useful. They always have to be yelled at.
Yeah, and she really, I mean, she kind of put like Raya in some stuff, but she really didn't put her in anything she wasn't already headed towards.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And speaking of Raya,
Raya did get her ass whooped though.
Yeah, Raya. At a point, she was a little bit annoying as well, because once you start to kind of empathize with Sisu, it's like, oh, come on, Raya, you gotta relax a bit. But I don't think she was as uptight as you would have suspected she would be, especially with bringing other people on board, which I do want to talk about that makeshift family. The makeshift family in the group. The baby wasn't as obnoxious as I thought it was going to be.
At first, I thought that baby was going to be like some like little man shit, like that was like really a midget. Like, for real.
I could believe that though. I could believe that.
Because when she was like, "You're not a baby," I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Like, all right, you got me.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for in the next scene. But
I thought that baby was gonna be like a minion type gimmick, you know, like the baby and the monkey's always doing something silly in the background to get the kid laughs and everything. But I like how her story tied into what happened over the past, what was it, 8 years since the incident in the movie happened.
Look, you can see the look at the thing. Look, little. It don't even go behind the ear.
I like I like how everyone's story tied in to what happened in the 8 years. You know, like the little boy lost his family, the little girl lost her family, the man
lost his entire
village, and
the whole damn village.
Every single
gone. Hey, when that happened, I started thinking about damn Infinity War. I mean,
there's a part in this movie that really resembles some Infinity War
I was
stuff.
Like, so we all just gonna go out to snap in the dust, huh?
Yeah, it's like, wow, Disney, you really got a hard on for that, huh?
It was like we all going for the dust.
Right. Yeah, I do.
And you know, it was questionable too.
What?
How they came out the dust, because I noticed that Raya and old girl came out before old boy did.
Oh, you think it should have went like in order?
Yeah, I'm like, what determined the order?
Wherewithal?
The dust comes off your ass.
That's a great question. Wherewithal, probably like courage, probably.
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. The big guy, I thought he was gonna be a little. I thought he was gonna be a completely different character, but all the characters were very well fleshed out. Is what I'm saying. I didn't like Namari very much. Seeing this movie, I was like, Namari, it's kind of your fault that this happened. But you can see that she did it for her village and her tribe and her
She
people.
listened to her mother.
Yeah, she was just trying to make things better.
Please her mother, and
right.
she was thinking that. Well, she knew that wasn't the way, but she just wanted to make her mother happy.
Right. So going into this movie, what were your thoughts?
I didn't have any.
Didn't have any.
I was like, what is that? Didn't I watch that already? When did this come out? Did we see that shit? What? A dragon?
Dragon?
What? What's going on? All right, I don't know. Just cut it on. So those are my thoughts. So yeah.
My thoughts going in were, I wonder how Disney this is. I was hoping not to be let down like I was with Frozen, where I thought Frozen was an action movie. It was a princess movie. I was like, wow, I wonder if this is going to be a princess movie again.
No, you could tell it wasn't a princess movie.
Yeah, but Disney like to play with people sometimes.
And I mean, Frozen definitely was a princess movie. I don't know why you thought different.
You should see the marketing. I'll show you the early marketing.
Well, that's why I don't watch all that.
What were some things that you liked about the movie?
I liked when all the dragons were there. I think they gave us a good amount of that at the end of it.
Gave enough without too much.
Yeah, watching them basically coexist and them not having no problems with the dragons and stuff.
The dragons deserve to beat all them people's asses.
The next thing I was thinking about, I was like, well, damn, next thing we gotta kill the dragons. Like, that's the next thing.
Oh, man. So knowing how that society is, I would not be surprised if that was like a sequel or something.
I know. I was like, oh, my gosh. Like,
Raya and the Dragon Killers.
Yeah. Who's being alone without these damn dragons? Raining all the damn time. I thought, like, this shit. I'm just walking out of my damn business. It was fucking raining. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Cut it out up there.
Yeah. Walk like the rest of us. Damn.
I like the animation, of course, like I've already said, and I also really like the action. The action was a little bit more than I would have expected from this movie. Yeah, so I was like, wow, good. Like the fights were really good.
I'll compare this to a Mulan. With just like, yeah. Damn, why did I say that? That's so bad.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Let's see. What were some dislikes you had?
Like I said, at first the damn dragon was pissing me off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how the big guy kind of gave up the stone like so willy-nilly. How he was just so willing to go and just follow a damn cause. Like, he kind of pissed me off with that a little bit. But I say that because of how like strong of a character he appeared to be at first.
Yeah.
So I'll say the breakdown of that character. And then, like I said, I can also understand why, this, that, and the other. But like I said, my initial thoughts is like, no. But then after I think about it, I'm like, okay, well, maybe. All right. Like, that's a shell. Like, he got to wear a shell to keep from the bullshit. So, yeah. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. Like, you would have probably liked to see more of a breakdown, a steady breakdown of the character, as opposed to just like, I'm so tough and now I'm so lovable and fluffy.
Yeah, I guess all of that could have actually went down when Raya went to go fight old girl. So that could have been something that we just missed or whatever. I guess it's not important. So
okay, I can understand that. I don't know what exactly I disliked. Yeah, I don't know what I dislike. I think I just like, and I guess you're supposed to dislike this, but I just don't like how all the nations just felt like they had to like battle each other for the stones. It was very clear that this is maybe not the best idea. I don't like how they're just their approach to, thinking that the only way to, I don't know. I don't like the lust for power. So you're not supposed to like that. So I guess I dislike the right thing.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was, because they wanted to hold it. It's not the fact that they wanted a piece of it. When it broke, that's when it's like, I'm just gonna take a piece then.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was just crazy. I didn't like that. But again,
yeah, like I was like, well, damn, like right there, it's fine. Like, what's the problem?
Right. Okay, so final thoughts. Did you like the ending of this movie? I think we kind of touched on that a bit.
Yeah, I did. I like the fact that they did come together and everyone. Because at the end of the day, like, they all had the respect for the dragons.
Right.
So I think that's what really brought them together, is the respect for the dragons and actually seeing what, the turmoil that can come when they don't respect the damn dragons
Yeah.
or
I
each
think
other.
yeah, I think that was a good ending. It kind of closed it perfectly by just like you said, showing the meaning of what it means to be united. Like this is what unity is and this is a benefit of trusting people. And yeah, I kind of like that ending, how it kind of hinged on the more positive of okay, this is why you should trust people because sometimes you can end up saving the world, things like that. Did anything? I don't
And
know.
you pushing that one.
Yeah, just
I'm
trying
like,
to
hold on.
push a little bit.
Saving the what?
Did anything stand out to you?
No.
No. For about the umpteenth time, it was the animation for me and the fight scenes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, outside that, I'm not like anything.
Nothing else really.
Yeah, that I haven't mentioned a no.
Yeah, I mean everything was kind of to a degree what you would expect, but there were those bits of verse. Oh no, what stood out is one of the major turns in the movie where one of the characters bites the bullet, so to speak. I didn't think they would show it. Like so
Like I don't know what you're talking about.
when when one of the characters gets hit with an arrow.
That's a major turn.
No, not a major turn. I just didn't think they would show it. Like that stood
Why
out.
not?
Like because a lot of times you don't really. It was so like there like this that like I don't know. It was so finite. Like she was actually like the character was actually dead. Like I didn't. You know how sometimes it's not
who
like
is dead.
You know who.
I must have missed this.
I don't want to spoil it.
Spoil it. Shit is out already.
All right, listen. Spoiler if you haven't seen Raya and the Last Dragon, but Sisu. Remember Sisu got shot by the arrow.
Yeah. He's talking about Raya's dad.
No, we saw that like, coming. It's Disney.
Look, I was like, bro, that wasn't
she
even
had
that
to
bad.
lose parents.
Look, I was like, it wasn't even that bad.
Oh, I'm thinking like, what? Sisu got shot by the arrow? No,
that's why I'm looking at you like.
Yeah, no. When Sisu dies, I'm not gonna say how she does get shot by an arrow. I'm not gonna explain anything else. But I was like, wow, they're showing it, and then like when she's dead, I was like, wow, she's like dead. Like they had to put the orb back together to bring her back to life type thing. So it had to be like a resurrection type thing. But it could have went to the path where Sisu never came back. Like that's what kind of like stood out to me. It's like, wow, this is like a legitimate major character in this movie, title character in this movie, just like died. Mm-hmm. And is dead for like not just like 2 seconds or 2 minutes. Yeah, it's dead for like the entire third act.
No. I mean, the appearance of the character is dead, but we know the character is not dead because the thing keeps glowing. Yes, there was a time when it molded together. That's when it stopped, but it came back because the pieces were back together.
Okay.
Yeah, like the whole time, like they kept saying, "Oh no, we're losing her, like because that was
I thought they were. Oh, okay, I thought it was just like the power was dimming because she was dead.
No, she wasn't dead. That was her life.
Oh, okay, all right, I got you. Okay,
I'm like, what?
No, I legitimately thought that.
But I'm sorry though. You know, Disney. I am sorry to say that when Raya's dad got shot, he could have goddamn ran.
He could have kept whooping ass. He could have swung that sword a little bit.
First of all,
he could have done something.
I was like, what?
He could have, but Disney got killed parents.
I mean, he didn't die. And then you know what I thought too? At the end of the movie, where the hell did the arrow go? He was stuck there for 8 years. Where the hell did the arrow go? I was trying to see him limping and all of that.
What? I don't know.
Bruh, I thought I kind of saw him limping, but then when Raya came,
that arrow was clear.
I ain't see no arrow. And I'm like, was he really limping? Like, what was I
kind of thought about that too.
I was like,
but
what?
like it kind of just slipped my mind. That's interesting. Do you think there could have been a better ending?
Kind of like the shades. No, it was cool. We were talking about that. Shades. Everybody asked you what you had. Do you think there could have been a better ending?
In the Kanye West era, I had Shutter Shades.
Do
you think? No, not at all. It was a perfect ending. Yeah, it was cool. Do you think it deserves a sequel?
No.
I would agree.
I can see one happening, but Does anyone know? No.
I would only be interested in a continuation through maybe either a series of like little shorts or something like
I wouldn't
that.
mind seeing the dragons in action.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a television show either, but I don't watch those when they come out. Like I didn't watch Big Hero 6 the series, and I was like, I would love to see a TV show, and I never watched not one dang episode. So me saying that is basically saying maybe, but I won't probably watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so and finally, before we close out, we are going to rate this. So on the BrickWall scale of 1 to 5, what are you giving this?
Ooh.
We should change it from stars to bricks. Nah, let's just keep it stars. That lived and died very quickly. That's a staff meeting. That's our staff meeting.
I'm gonna brick it.
I will commit to this term.
I'm gonna brick it. Ooh, I'll give it a 4.
4.
That's a tough 4 too.
Yeah,
it's a tough 4.
I give it a less tough 4, but I still will give it a 4.
I give it. That's
I can't see myself opposing.
Like I'm thinking like 3.8-ish or something like that. I don't know.
I'm at a 4, maybe like a leaning towards a 4 or 1, but I'm at a 4. I'm at a 4. It was a 4-star movie.
It was straight. Like I said,
4-star
movie. My attention was not gathered at the beginning.
I can understand that.
So then with the dragon, got to take off points for that one.
Again, I think
it's like I'm on Chopped. You know what, bro?
I got to take off points.
Like,
the Aquafina was a little strong.
You know what? These cubes of ice were just not cold enough. Chop me on that type of shit. Like, yo, I'm like, what? This ice cream just wasn't cold enough. Like the flavors were there.
Maybe because it's room. It's so hot.
If you have it out for 30 minutes, you hate it.
You're waiting for the commercials to be over and you took a bite. It's horrible.
That's what they should do. That would be cool. As soon as they finish cooking, man, take it over.
Right. Instead we should see that. Yeah, instead of
no, that's like Iron Chef. Okay.
Oh.
They kind of do that on Iron Chef.
Well then.
Yeah.
So that was
whole dishes. So yeah. Anyway,
that was our review of Raya and the Last Dragon. Do you have any final thoughts on this movie?
I have none.
None. I have none either. Great job to the animation team and to the stunt choreographers that contributed to the movie. It was a great film. Now available on Disney Plus for the free only if you have a subscription or that 30-day or 10-day or 7-day trial. Not the extra $30, not the premium access. Is now available at regular access on Disney Plus. Raya and the Last Dragon, rated PG, appropriate for kids. Go watch it now. And in the meantime, remember to go and check out our previous videos. Stick around for the next Anime Tuesday. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Just now. Like, whoa.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Instagram page to see mini reviews done by yours truly. And stick around. We are watching Loki. Okay, we did the first 2 episodes review, so go check that out. No, we're not. I'm not doing it every week because it comes out on Wednesdays, and I think that's a dick move. So I'll be doing 2 by 2 unless something amazing happens.
I don't know about that.
We're 4 episodes.
Let me not say nothing.
We're 3 episodes in,
on the next Loki review,
and I've only been impressed. What that? I've been thoroughly impressed one time in 3 episodes.
Bro,
so
that was the first episode, but like I said, save that for the Loki.
We'll save that after episode 4 comes out. You will hear our thoughts on these past 2 episodes. Let's just hope episode 4 is a banger.
I hope so, because
So
Jesus,
subscribe.
Level,
subscribe if you want to hear our thoughts fully.
I'm tired of it.
Stay tuned. Next week, we'll be taking a look at Luca. Next week.
All right, whatever.
The next review will be Luca. So stay tuned for that. And Sam will be back with her anime soon.
Hey, just be watching.
Just be watching, bro. Just be watching. But until then, peace out.